Hi guys, another empties today. So it's quite a lot, lots of small items, so let's get going. Nivea Family Care. I emptied this one, a big tub of a body moisturizer. Really like this one. Would I repurchase? Yes, I would, because it's Nivea, and Nivea products are the best. Then this one is La Croix Tropical Essence. This one, Jasmine Dragon Fruit, is like a copy of Sol de Janeiro. Would I repurchase? Yes, and I have repurchased this one in the past. I wouldn't immediately go for it again because I want to try some other stuff, but it's a good solid body spray, so highly recommend if you don't want to pay for the big bucks for the original one. Now this one is a bit in a wrapper, in some tissue. This one is House of Silage lip gloss from the Disney collaboration they had. It's basically, yeah, it ran out because I removed the stopper because it got really low. This one I wouldn't repurchase. The color is really nice. I like that one actually. It's quite expensive though, what it is, and the applicator really annoyed me because it's so narrow. You have to dip in 3-4 times in order to get something on the lips because it just pulls product off so much. This is the Kosas Airbrow. This is another one I would not repurchase. I think I had this link in a beauty advent calendar. It's quite expensive for what it is. It doesn't do any hold, and it looks really grimy and disgusting, which I guess is my fault because I do brows last, or as a later makeup step, and by then I have foundation down, and then it picks up a little bit of product around your eyebrows, and it just gets really gunky. That's with any clear packaging when you have like a clear brow gel. So, but it also doesn't have any hold. It doesn't do anything. So that would be a no for me. This is a mascara. This is Estee Lauder Extreme Black Sumptuous Extreme. The mascara itself is fine. I hate the applicator. It's a massive brush, which I stabbed my eye a few times, so I would not repurchase. This one was from Aldi La Croix Full Coverage Concealer. I think it's a copy of the Huda one. I would repurchase. It's actually quite a nice concealer. I really enjoyed it, and it was a good product for the price. Same as this one. This is an old favorite, actually. This is I would actually rank this over this. Again, another La Croix copy. This is the Clinique copy of their concealer, brightening concealer. I really like this one, and I have backups of this one, and I would repurchase it again when I run out. This is the Ren Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. Was okay. I had it in an advent calendar. Wouldn't run out. I'm not a fan of cleansing milks. I like when my face cleansers foam up a little bit, and this one doesn't do that at all. It's a nice gentle cleanser, but it's not the best cleanser, so I wouldn't repurchase this one. More things. Oh, Ilia. This one, Ilia mascara, I used for 2 months. Oh, not a month, I think. I just hate this one. Oh yeah, I only used it a month. This is the Limitless mascara. It was on one of the beauty advent calendars last year. It just transferred on me. It transferred on me when I set my face and tried that. It transferred when I really tried to set the under eye. It transferred when it was a bit wind outside, when my eyes watered. It was just really awful. It literally ran black down my face. So for that reason, I would not ever want this in my life again. And if I do have it in my life again for a beauty box or whatever, I would pass it on immediately. This is the La Croix Micro Blade Effect Pen. I think this may be a Benefits copy one. I don't like this one. It's like firstly, when you have eyebrows, when you have eyebrow hair, it just goes on like I don't like it. It's like a felt tip pen, and it doesn't really do the little brush strokes you want when you have hair. When you have no hair at all and you might want to brush them on, yeah, maybe then it works. But I don't like this one, and it also feels really dry, to be honest. Toothpaste, Dentalux. I think this is Aldi or Lidl. I don't know. Can't remember. Toothbrush. I only buy toothpaste like whatever is on offer. More things. MZ Skin. This is the Soothe and Smooth Hyaluronic Brightening Eye Complex. Wasn't brightening. Was an okay eye cream. I personally had better eye creams. So if I have it in my life again via beauty advent calendar or beauty box or whatever, yes, I would use MZ Skin products. But I found it really expensive for what it is, and it didn't do much to my eyes. So no. This one I actually quite like. Estee Lauder, the Revitalizing Supreme Plus Youth Power Cream. Oh my gosh, what a name. I had this one before. I think I have another one of these. I enjoy this one. It's just really expensive, which is why I wouldn't repurchase it. Now, this one, Glow Recipe. This one really annoyed me this time. I had this one before. It's the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. And I like the scent of this usually because it's watermelon glow. Okay, there are a few things that annoy me with this one. Firstly, it was literally still like a quarter of the product left, and it stopped pumping it out for some reason. I really don't like these stickers. I know they probably have to put that on for Europe, but I wish they would print it on the bottle, because the stickers, it always gets grimy, or you pull it off, but then you have like sticker residue on there and makes it sticky. I don't like that. So this time I was a bit quite disappointed from this one. I wouldn't say no if I get it in my collection again to use it, but I wouldn't run out and buy it because it's very expensive for what it is. So more things. Oh, okay. Let's do these two first. This is the UK Brow Eyebrow Serum and the La Croix Fabulous Lash Serum. First things first, I feel both of them work. So both of them, I felt like my lashes and my eyebrows did grow. The problem with that though is, with this one, in the brows, for example, I suddenly had really long hairs in my brow, like that stuck out, and then I had to pluck them or cut them. So just too annoying, wouldn't use it again. And this one, the problem is, I mean, if they come alive again, I wouldn't mind. And I might purchase them again in future. But I feel like with eyelash serums, after a while, my eyes get quite sensitive and it hurts a little bit. Usually like a week or two in. So I would use it for a week and then stop. And then maybe 2 weeks later, I use it again. And because you don't use it consistently, you might have not the results you really want. So I feel like with these products, it's an interesting one. And everyone just needs to make their own decision on that one. I wouldn't run out and purchase it immediately. But I think at some point, I probably will get these types of products again. Now, this one was a primer from Fluorescence. This is the Fluorescence Peach Resin Brightening Priming Moisturizer. It's quite a nice priming moisturizer. I liked using it. Just a small sample. It took me a week to use it up. Was 6 grams. Wouldn't run out and purchase it though, because it's quite expensive for what it is. And as you know, I use primers because somehow I always get them in my life, but I'm not like running out and I really need a primer. You can do just with a moisturizer, to be honest. Use it as a primer. What's this empty? Oh, this was Purewick Happy Reed Diffuser. This was like a refill from one of the diffusers I bought last year, and I just refilled now, and now the refill is empty. And yes, I like it. It's from Aldi. I probably would purchase it again when it comes out. This one was an interesting one. This is the Davines Oi All-in-One Milk with Ruku oil, whatever, multi-benefit beauty treatment. So basically you spray it in your hair. So at some point the spray actually stopped spraying properly in my hair. So what I did is I unscrewed it, put it in my hand, and I was so disgusted. The product really separated. I don't know if that's normal. It was just, it wasn't pleasant to look at because there was like yellow and white bits and clear bits in there, and it looked really ugh. But I couldn't spray it anymore. I guess when you spray, you don't realize it, that it separates because it goes through the sprayer and then it comes out as one product, fine. But because the sprayer stopped and I had to get it out, it was disgusting. So I wouldn't run out and repurchase this one because this one just disgusted me. Now this one is an interesting one. This is actually declutter because it basically expired and started to smell a bit funky. But had really good usage out of this one. It's like over halfway empty, even though it doesn't look like it on the edges. This one was like a nipple balm from Aldi. I didn't use it as a nipple balm because it's basically like Vaseline. I used it on my hands or feet for dry skin patches. But it's finished now. I wouldn't repurchase it though because I felt like it's gone off quite quickly. What else do we have? Okay, oh, this one was actually really nice. The La Croix Glow Getter Body Makeup. I used this on my legs. And I had this one for 2 years. And it was really nice. And I would definitely repurchase if they get this one again. And this one is the Aldi La Soy Facial Moisturizer. This is like a copy of La Mer, basically. And I have backups of this one. And I would repurchase this one again if I run out. Because this is a really nice moisturizer. Same as Nivea cream, though. So if you have Nivea cream, you have the same. More stuff empty. Finished this one up. This was a candle I bought a while ago, and I really liked this candle. It had a nice scent. I bought it in TK Maxx. It's the Foundry Flame, and it was called Queens of the Night. It was very nice. Patchouli and vanilla cream, and I would repurchase this one. Saying that though, with candles, I have so many. Actually, I have another one here. This one is also empty. I'd literally just purchased this one recently, but of course I burned it over Halloween. This one was from Aldi. No, from Lidl. And this one was meant to be glow in the dark, but it didn't really glow in the dark. But it was a nice candle, and I enjoyed this one, and I would repurchase it next year for Halloween. I really need to be faster because there's more and more stuff. This one, La Croix Overnight Facial Oil with almond, jojoba, peach, and cranberry. This one, I didn't like the scent too much on my face, so I actually used it up as a body oil. I would not repurchase it because I just didn't like the scent too much of it. I'm sorry. This one, Elemis Pro Collagen Glow Boost Exfoliator. I wouldn't repurchase this one. The exfoliating bits were just really big and chunky, but not enough of them. So it was really weird using this one, and I didn't like it. I did like the scent of that one though. This one was the Fan Fest mascara from Benefit. This one was actually really nice. I wouldn't repurchase though because it's just quite expensive, and I think you can get really good drugstore similar mascaras as well. But it was quite a nice mascara actually. This one was Fluorescence Peach Resin Glowing Gel Cleanser. This one was actually quite nice as well. it was just really boring. It didn't have a nice scent. It just smelled like nothing. So I wouldn't repurchase because again, it's quite expensive as well for what it is. More stuff. This one is the Micro Essence from Estee Lauder treatment lotion with biofilament. This one actually really nice. Would you repurchase? Yeah, maybe if it's really on offer. And this one was from Flower Nose. This one was like in the bag. It was a sample of their Midsummer Fairy Tales Makeup Cleansing Balm. This one was enough for 2 uses for me. I wouldn't repurchase. It was a really boring cleansing balm. It did cleanse my skin, but I like cleansing balm. It's a nice scent, and this didn't have any. 2 more things, last things. This one is the Lacura Vita Base Moisturizing Primer. This one is basically a copy of the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I really liked this one in the past, but somehow my skin doesn't agree with it in my face. So I half emptied it on my skin over the month, but then in the end I thought, you know what, it's not worth it. So I actually used it up on my hands and legs and feet because I really like the scent, because it's like a really nice lemony scent, but was like citrus scent. But I wouldn't repurchase because my skin definitely doesn't agree with it. I do actually have a backup of this one, which I will pass on to my friends and family. And last one. This was from Florasis as well, an SPF 50. You had to shake it. Really thin, really amazing. This is the sort of primer I would want, because this is not a primer, this is actually a sunscreen. It sits really nice under makeup. I do have backups of this one and I would repurchase. This one is really, really nice. There we go. That's all. And now I need to see what can be recycled and what has to go in the bin. I'll see you next time. Bye.